Did young earth creationist Ken Ham just accidentally make an argument for theistic evolution? I couldn't help but wonder when I read a recent blog post of his. In that, he was responding to a recent viral video showing nails self organizing when shaken in a box. The video was originally posted as a challenge to the classic apologetic argument that order cannot come from disorder. Anyone who's talked to young earth creationists will eventually be hit with that particular statement. Order cannot come from disorder. Ken Ham's response, while I'm going to suggest is theologically coherent, accidentally or inadvertently opens the door, opens a door that he has spent his entire career trying to nail shut. Haha. All right. The video is simple but effective. If you've seen it, and it's been going all over social media in the last couple of weeks, it's actually not a new video. There's a very similar video from a year or two ago and from a few years back from then. It just keeps cropping back up. But Ken Ham couldn't help but make some commentary on it since it was making the rounds recently. But the video is really simple, and I think very effective in its basic message. A person takes a box of jumbled nails and then starts to shake this box. And through nothing more than just this repeated motion, all right, the physical properties of the nails and the container, I mean, that's all the forces that are there, right? The nails gradually align themselves into neat parallel rows. Now, the person who posts this on social media and anyone who shares it is probably trying to make a very clear point. They're arguing that order is emerging in this case from disorder. Through what? Purely natural processes, right? No God, no intelligent intervention is required. God isn't taking the individual nails and placing them into positions apart from any normal providential laws. You see, I actually agree with Ham on this really fundamental sort of base level assumption, right? The theological point, I don't think Ken Ham is wrong. As a Christian who affirms that God is the creator and sustainer of all things, I have no problem saying that the laws of physics and chemistry and thermodynamics are actually expressions of God's providential ordering of the universe. The parameters, you could say, by which the cosmos operates, all right, reflecting the divine wisdom and the design at a really fundamental level. You see, when crystals find their intricate lattice structures, or when nails find the minimum energy configuration through repeated agitation, it's really what they're doing is they're finding the minimal energy position that they can be in. When water molecules arrange themselves into a snowflake, what would I say? What would we say? We'd say all that happens because God has established a universe where such ordering is possible, right? The laws themselves aren't accidents. They're features of the universe. This is just basic Christian theism, and it's been articulated by theologians for centuries. Nothing novel. Ken Ham isn't saying anything novel here or surprising to any Christian. Now, here's where Ken Ham's argument becomes like profoundly unhelpful, I think, to his own cause, and really becomes quite ironic. The original person who made this video, right, his point wasn't that nails organize themselves without laws of nature, right? They were assuming that there are laws of nature. Now, they might have views about where those original laws came from, but they agree that those laws exist. All right. That was an assumption of the actual experiment itself. The real point is that given those particular laws, complex order can emerge from simple initial conditions through natural processes alone, through the continuation of those laws through time. The video demonstrates you don't need a designer intervening at each individual step to create an ordered outcome by fiat, right? By special providence, by miracle. You just need the right initial conditions, the right rules, the energy input. And Ken Ham's response is essentially, yeah, but God made the rules. Okay, but given the rules, don't you see the problem here? If God designed laws that allow order to emerge from disorder, if the rules themselves are sufficient to produce organized outcomes from chaotic starting points, then what exactly is Ken Ham arguing against? Let's apply some of Ken Ham's logic. Stars form from collapsing clouds of hydrogen gas, organizing into spherical fusion reactors through the laws of gravity and nuclear physics. According to Ham's framework, God established these laws. So stellar formation through gravitational collapse is simply God's providential means of making stars. I mean, we think that planets coalesce from dusty disks through the same gravitational processes. The laws governing this are the same immaterial laws Ken Ham says point directly to God. So planetary formation over millions of years is just how God made the rules work. Now, what about geological processes like crystals forming? All right, they're forming in precise geometric patterns through chemical properties God has established. Mountains rise and erode through the laws of physics. Rivers carve canyons. Plate tectonics reshapes continents. All of this happens according to what? The immaterial laws that Ken Ham says God designed. So why is billions of years of geological history suddenly off the table? Now, of course, Ken Ham would say it's off the table, I think, if he were to respond to this, because the Bible says there wasn't billions of years. But he often also tries to argue that it's not possible. I mean, he's replete in the young earth creationist literature that somehow biological evolution is impossible. All right. Stellar evolution is actually impossible. It doesn't really work, even if there are processes guiding how stars are behaving today. Right. But really, the question becomes, if we want to push this a little bit further, what about biological evolution? Organisms change over time through what? Mutation, natural selection, genetic drift. These are processes governed by what? Laws of chemistry, laws of physics, information theory. If God established the laws that allow order to emerge from disorder, which Ken Ham is acknowledging can happen in this example of the nails, order is emerging from disorder through natural processes. All right, if those laws can produce increasing complexity over time, well, you see where this is going? The natural processes of natural selection, mutation, genetic drift potentially can change organisms dramatically over time. So I think the original point of the video still stands. The person who posted the viral video wasn't arguing that the laws of physics come from nothing. They were demonstrating that given physical laws, you don't need an intelligent designer actively arranging things at each step to give ordered outcomes. Ham's response, God made the laws, doesn't actually counter the point, right? It just adds to the metaphysical foundation that the original poster probably wasn't even disputing to begin with. Think about it this way. If I shake a box of nails and they organize themselves, Ham says this shows God's wisdom in designing the laws of physics. Okay, fine. But then those same laws of physics produce stars and gas clouds over millions of years. They produce complex chemistry and stellar nebula, produce self-replicating molecules, and eventually produce potentially the diversity of life on Earth. Why doesn't that also show God's wisdom in designing the laws? Ken Ham has essentially argued that self-organization points to God when it happens in a box of nails, but points away from God when it happens in biology. I think that's inconsistent, to put it charitably. Now, there's a historical irony here, too. What makes this particularly ironic is that Ken Ham's position is actually more restrictive than historical Christian theology. Many of the greatest Christian thinkers, Augustine, Aquinas, and countless others, they affirmed God's works through secondary causes. God isn't a cosmic magician who poofs things into the existence in their final form. He works through natural processes that he has established. Augustine explicitly argued in the 5th century that Genesis shouldn't be interpreted to mean God created everything in its final form instantaneously. He proposed that God implanted something he called seed principles that would then unfold over time through natural processes. This wasn't some modern accommodation to Darwin, obviously. This was a church father interpreting scripture 1,400 years before the origin of species. Now, let me back up a second and say I have been representing kind of a simplistic characterization of this order from disorder apologetic, because I think properly understood, it really isn't about whether things can self-organize, despite that particular video. It's about why there is an ordered universe at all. Why are there laws? Why does mathematics describe physical reality? Why do the fundamental constants seem fine-tuned to complex chemistry? That's typically the apologist Christian apologists meaning when they talk about this order from disorder apologetic. The viral video doesn't actually address those questions, all right? But neither does Ken Ham's response really engage with the viral video's real questions. He just asserts that the laws point to God without explaining why that would be incompatible with cosmological, biological, and geological evolution. A more sophisticated apologetic that I think can properly be used by Christians might be to note that the existence of laws capable of producing self-organization is itself remarkable. The question isn't, can order emerge from disorder given the right rules? The question should be framed as, why are there rules at all? And why are they these rules? That is a much harder question for materialistic naturalism to answer. And I'm not here to respond to that particular question or talk about the merits of that particular Christian apologetic. I'm more interested in this particular viral video. But Ken Ham doesn't really make that more sophisticated apologetic. He simply throws up his hands and gives the simple solution. Duh, God made all the rules, case closed, no further discussion needed. But apparently he doesn't realize that the answer he provides is perfectly compatible with everything else that young earth creationism denies. If he's not going to add additional qualifiers, then he leaves himself open to all these other arguments. And look, Ken Ham, he looked at the box of self-organizing nails and he saw evidence for God's wisdom in designing natural laws. I agree. But what I don't understand is why he thinks that God's wisdom stops at those original laws. You see, if divine providence works through the natural organization of metal rods in a shaking box, why can't it work through the natural organization of matter into stars, or into planets, or even into self-replicating molecules, or even into the stunning diversity of life, potentially? Ken Ham's response to the viral video doesn't necessarily refute theistic evolution or old earth creationism. If anything, it kind of accidentally provides a theological foundation for them. God established the rules. The rules allow for order to emerge from disorder through natural processes. Therefore, ordering outcomes, including presumably complex life, can emerge through the providential natural processes God designed. Well, the nails seem to be onto something. And maybe someday Answers in Genesis will too. That's what I wanted to say. But now as that's the end of my notes. But I realize that I do want to just follow up with one more thing. Ken Ham, of course, would maybe acknowledge the possibility that God's natural providences, natural providential laws, might be capable of producing stars and planets and all the geological features of the earth and even biological organisms, if there was enough time for all those things to happen. But he would say that the Bible tells us there wasn't that much time. And so therefore, although it is possible for those things to happen, it didn't actually happen. And we have the true history written in scriptures. But the thing is that that's not an argument that a lot of young earth creationists make. And even Ken Ham rarely actually says that out loud. And I'm not sure he really believes that. The more common young earth creationist argument is that natural laws, God's actual setup of the world itself, is incapable of making the things that we see around us. God has to have intervened to make those things because of things like irreducible complexity, or the argument that there's genetic entropy and things are always falling apart and therefore they can't become more complex. I mean, how many times have you heard the argument we're talking about here, that order can't emerge from disorder? That is just one of the most common refrains and the common responses on any social media platform to any suggestion of complexity is like, that couldn't have happened by chance, right? Of course, we're not talking about chance. We're talking about natural processes, which include mechanisms, all right, for the construction of complex things, especially when you're given things like energy input, right, which is what you need to do in order to reverse entropy. So Ken Ham is laying a theological foundation for the fact that order can come from disorder. He's actually saying order can come from disorder, right? He doesn't deny that in this post. That's actually what's notable about it. And that's the reason I wanted to talk about it. Because that's actually unusual for young earth creationists to make that admission. I just don't think he's sort of followed through thinking about the implications of just how far that can take you in terms of explaining the diversity of geological, astronomical, and biological life. Well, let's wrap it up there. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.